Okay, we are live, everybody. My name is Bahzad.
My name is Risa.
And we are broadcasting live from Yokohama, Japan, to bring to you the world's greatest live stream, the Wonder Looper live stream. It is Saturday morning for us and Friday evening for many of you. It's a warm day here in Japan, and we're happy to spend it with you guys to end our week, start our weekend. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. I'm sure there's going to be some questions, and we're going to be here to answer them. So, welcome.
It's the first live stream since the release, I think. Right?
First live stream since the release. That is true. We're going to talk about the release. We're going to talk about all the new changes. We got some new stuff coming in. I don't know if you can see, hold on, in the background there, but we got a lot of boxes. There's a lot of inventory here. We got another release coming up in a few weeks, so we're going to talk about how that's going to break down. You're going to get all the Wonder Looper information right here. But before we get into all of that, be sure to hit the like button, everybody. Let's get that like count up right at the start of the stream. And let's get into it. Let's see where everybody is checking in from. We've got Jason, Scott, Mr. Scott, looking forward to catching up tomorrow. He's checking in later on. Hit that like button, everybody. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Scott. We've got Solvents, hello from Scotolando, wearing my Fox 15 and French Terry shorts this evening. Hope you guys are a little more relaxed now after a hectic week. Yeah, this is the end of our run. We've had a long, this has been like a 13, 14 day in a row run. Well, it's been hectic. Anyhow, we'll talk about all those things, fun things, interesting things. Mr. David Logue, hey guys, loving the new earthy tones. Are the Super Loopers going to be available in them at any point? Sorry if this has been covered. I'm not in the loop. Well, you are in the Wonder Loop. You are on the Wonder Loop, and we'll talk about that. But short answer is eventually. You know, we don't have a FoxFibre Super Looper yet, but hey, you know what's going to happen.
Well, Super Looper.
Is that what? Yeah.
Earthy tones.
Yeah, earthy tone Super Looper. Yeah, Super Looper has been mostly sporty up until this date, but I definitely see it happening. Definitely see it happening. We've got Anastasia saying hello, and how's Snowy? Snowy's doing great. Just to update on Snowy, now we've moved all of our work computers from home to the office now, and Snowy has found a new corner of the house to occupy, which is where my computer used to be. So he's just chilling there all the time, right under the desk, staying in the shade on the cold floor. So Snowy's doing good. We got to do an Instagram post with Snowy just to let everyone know what Snowy's been up to.
Yes. He's been a little neglected these days. We've been away from home a lot.
That's true. We got to work harder, faster, and get home earlier.
Yeah. You would think it's easier to work faster without Snowy because he used to just sit right in front of our face.
Right. You'd be working, and he would just come and literally sit on or in front of the keyboard, blocking you, sit in front of the monitor, and you're just like, at some point, you're like, every time I move him, he just comes back, so you're just typing over him. It's definitely in charge. He may be 12 pounds, but he's definitely in charge. We've got Mr. Beatty. I got my Fox 70T earlier this week. Gave it a wash and dry on the rack. It's so great after wash. Wore it a bit when it arrived, and even better now. And this and his MIJ10s. Well, there you go. And just for reference, anybody who picked up the FoxFibre t-shirts from this release, they were all rinse washed to begin with. So no shrinkage to worry about. You know, we don't encourage you. We don't tell you to put it in the dryer. I definitely put it in the dryer. You put it in the dryer. It's fine. It doesn't really shrink up. So, anyway, we'll talk about the care instructions. But generally speaking, our care instructions are how you preserve the garment to its maximum degree, and you can do whatever you want with it afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, just know as a basic rule of thumb is that you put it in a tumble dry. It does affect the garment in a way that it would not stay. Like if you want to prolong the life of the garment, you don't put it in the heat. You don't put it in the dryer.
Right. Yes.
Period. But I mean, we all have lives, so we don't have time to hang all the clothes that we wash.
Right. So okay. Yeah, proceed with care. Proceed with care. Okay. A pimp named Slickback says, I know you guys have said it before, but I couldn't find the live stream. What are the racks you use to hang all your clothes on? And then Sheba Speed in with the quick answer. The racks are from R&B Wire Products. R&B Wire Products. They are made in the great state of America, US and A, which you can, if you're in America, you can get them. If you're outside of America, there you go. The great state of California, sunny California. What is their motto? Do they have a motto? Every state's got a motto.
I actually do not know.
All right. It's always sunny in California. Not Philadelphia. Philadelphia is not always sunny.
Yeah, but I think that's the name of the show.
That's the name of a show.
Yes.
Which I've never watched. I feel like I would have liked it, but yeah. I've never watched it. We've got John GP84 evening from DC, Woodbridge to be exact, Woodbridge, DC, rocking my Fox 15 and my Naked and Famous MIJ 14s. I'll try to join in, but I'm currently working. It's okay. You can listen in the background. You can listen later on, anytime. Lucky on Three Legs is checking in from Houston, Texas. Checking in from Milwaukee. We've got NB Rafts and the Brafts, and they're rocking their Fox 15 today. And he says he thought his Fox 70 Iron Mordant would be his favorite, but the Fox 15 is growing on me. There's a comfort difference. You know, the Fox 15 is softer than the 70. The 70 is a great dark color. I think once the warmer faller tones start to arrive, that you might feel a little bit of a difference with that one. I also just really like the way the Iron Mordant, this color right over here, blends in with browns and blacks. So it's very, very versatile in that respect. Somebody's asking me about my Scarfo necklace. Scarfo necklace. This is it's a necklace, but it's made with scraps. It's made with all kinds of fabric scraps. You can see it here if you look closely. It's just a braided piece, and this comes from a brand called Cardo, Kardo, and they do some sort of artisanal style textiles from India. It's one of our friends' brands, and he makes some great stuff. His jacket is also from them. We were at their showroom recently. They're showing here in Japan, and
their stuff is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of handwork involved with this. These things also
are hand printed.
Hand printed.
Yeah.
Like these are hand braided and everything. It's you know, I mean, it's also possible to do that because there's a lot of skilled people in that country, and also the labor isn't like extremely expensive, so they can make a lot of hand things that you can't make in other countries at a price point that's, you know, not insane.
Traditional handiwork. They really dig into traditional handiwork stuff, and they're showing here in Tokyo with our friends Yucatan. So they had a combined showroom, and we went to visit them all. And I didn't steal the sample, but I did ask if I could have the sample, and they graciously sold it to me. So this one is from like next season, and I just had to have it. Look, it's cats, it's tigers, it's great, and so I just had to have it. So I'm a convincing guy, and they're nice people, so it's a great combination.
Very nice about it.
Convincing and nice. So anyhow, I just had to have this jacket. I thought it's a good matching with the brown, with the dark, with the black, the jeans. I love it. It's great. Check out Cardo. The Moore says, oh no, maybe Bahzad and Risa are so worn out from all the work last week. They hit the snooze. Oh, hey, Bahzad and Risa. We are here. It is, you know what? There's you ever heard of the runner's high? You know, when you're running, at some point, you're so into it that and that's what I feel like this has been, like the last couple of weeks. It's just been a marathon, and we've been going like, the last live stream as we were doing the release, all those orders are coming through, and the orders didn't stop. I mean, you know, when we ended the live stream, the orders kept coming, and you know, we especially right after the live stream, we were, you know, answering everybody's questions. That took about an hour, as sort of predicted, and then we were picking and packing. We were here till like past 9 p.m. that night, and we were, the live stream started at what, 8 a.m. here, and we were in the office a little bit earlier. Anyways, I was up at 4 o'clock that morning, and we were just going. It was incredible. The amount of packages we shipped out on Friday, Saturday, because we came in on Saturday again. And, you know, the interesting thing was on last Friday, we had 2 pickups. So we called FedEx. They came in, you know, just afternoon, and then another one usually around 4 or 5. And, you know, 2 big, strong guys came and picked everything up. And, like, because it was split up, it wasn't like just these giant mega volume things that they had to pick up. But Saturday was a big, giant pickup. And, like...
And we don't do usually Saturday pickup, so like we didn't know who's gonna come. Like
Right.
It wasn't a regular person, and the person who came was like the tiniest girl,
Yeah.
and she
looked like brand new out of college, like first job, like 22 years old.
yeah.
And like there was just this mountain of boxes and packages, and she's just like, I'll handle it. And I was just...
She did not even
Yeah.
make a face. Like
Yeah.
I was impressed, and
Yeah.
it was just like the first box was like wasn't fully closed.
Yeah.
Like, and even like I'm taller than her, I'm
Yeah.
bigger than her, but like even I have a like awkward, handle on that box that's
Yeah.
not closed. But she was just like picked it up. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really impressive.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, like that's a lot. Like, you need help? And she's, don't worry about it, I got it. And she killed it. I was so impressed. Kafan says, what have you done to the poor girl? We were a little worried that it was just like, oh man, she's gonna quit after this. Like, it's a lot of work. But no, she was a tough one, and she handled it. And I have to say that, like, our delivery guys over here, so nice to us. They're really nice. And I'm not saying that the ones that are like our last location, the people we picked up, like most of them were also nice, but there were a couple that were just really nasty. Real.
It was a 1.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Yeah.
It was a 1.
But yeah, anyhow, we're blessed with some great people to come help us with getting all these packages out to you. Craig Castillo says, just wanted to say thank you. Shipping was super fast and everything arrived in perfect condition. Big thanks for the pen as well. That was a nice surprise. Really appreciate the great service. Yes, not everybody got a pen.
Pen ran out like in the first like
hour
30
shipping.
or,
Yeah.
40.
No, there was more than that.
I
But
don't know if it ran out like before we were done with the first batch, which was like 50 orders because we do in 50 order increments.
no, there was more than that. But anyways,
So.
we are working on getting new stuff. I think I showed these before, but we've got these packs of. If I show it too close, it gets a little blown out with the color, but it's because my light is too close. But we have these new 3-pack pencils that are going to be coming in from Craft Design. Hold on, I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna try for the first time a little. Oh Jesus, Louises. Okay, my phone is. We're gonna do something. I'm gonna try to cut the power of the light a little bit. Oh, there we go. Does it work better now? Can you see it? There you go. So we got these pencils, these 3-pack of pencils coming in from Craft Design, but they may not be ready for the next release, but they should be ready for at least the one after that. But there are more good things to come. So just be aware. We are working on it. Let's get the light back up.
The reason that we worked extremely hard, because we worked like not just this Saturday, which had the pickup at 11.
Yeah.
So the Saturday, the latest pickup you can get is like 11-ish. Like,
Yeah, 11 a.m. But we still worked throughout the day. Yeah.
And well, obviously we did that, but also we came in on Sunday because, we just wanted to be ready for Monday because we figured that Monday was the last day we can get the shipment in before
De minimis ends.
in America.
Yeah. So
we worked extremely hard. That was like the highest number of orders we've got in like per release
yeah.
ever. And it was a lot. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, 500 orders. It's incredibly like time consuming to ship from just one computer printing, and each one of the orders is an international order, so
Right.
it's it takes kind of like, it's not just like like batch print everything and
Right.
blah blah blah. So Yes, we had a hard time doing that, but we did, and I'm so proud of it. Because we got most of the embroidery orders even out. So that everybody who ordered during the first, day of the release, day or two of the release, have in America have received all the orders.
With embroidery,
Before the
minimus
minimus was taken away.
And it's plausible that if you ordered on Monday, Tuesday, or even Wednesday, that those items might have arrived before de minimis ended. It's plausible. But at the very least, if you ordered over the weekend, we got that stuff out the door, and we did that in order to save all of you guys. I know not everybody's in America, but for our American friends, to save you guys that little bit of money. It's not a little bit. It's some amount of money, but still, just to save you guys. And in total, I think we saved everybody many thousands and thousands of dollars over that. So thank you everybody for supporting. I do think that the de minimis ending did help contribute to our biggest day in terms of sales. But we'll see how things go. Anyways, that's gonna transition us into everybody's favorite topic, everyone's favorite topic, that is, tariffs and taxes and duties and all that stuff and how it's all going to work. I'm sure there's a lot of questions out there. Even on our end, there's a lot of questions out there because, things are changing by the day and, we're trying to keep an eye on it. And, it's hard to make decisions based off of things that are not really well known yet. So it's going to take probably a little while before everything is really sorted out. But we'll get into that in a second. Arif over here says, Cardo is great. I have some patchwork camo pants from them. Super unique. Well, there you go. Shout outs to the good people at Cardo. Okay. Tyler says, after so many years at Naked and Famous, have you taken a break from fading jeans? I would say a little bit. I've been wearing some more of my vintage jeans, and I've been wearing a lot of cargo and military pants also. It's been hot in the summer. Like, Japan's summer is hot, and now I have to go out every day, and 35, 37 degrees every day being outside, even for a minute, it's uncomfortable. So I've just been focusing on that.
But honestly, we're fans of jeans, and we obviously love the jeans that we made, with Naked and Famous too. But at the same time, we also appreciate vintage jeans, and we have a lot of them in the closet. But working for Naked and Famous, obviously, you gotta represent. You have to be wearing Naked and Famous all the time. Right. So it's just kind of put it in the back burner. Now that, we still wear Naked and Famous jeans all the time, but we also get to wear our favorite vintage jeans and stuff like that. So I'm kind of enjoying that moment.
I think so. Oh, anyhow, this I'm going to take this jacket off. I love this jacket, but it's getting we have to turn the fans off in here, otherwise I get a lot of fan noise in the background. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, let's talk about policy change. So everybody hopefully by now knows that the United States has ended its de minimis exemption for packages personal order packages under $800. So up until this point, for just under the last decade, the United States has had an exemption. If you ordered something from another country, it would enter the country without any additional fees, so long as the order was under $800 or the value of the package was under $800 and it was for personal use. And the reason why, at least what they said, was the explanation for that was because it was so difficult to collect all the duties and taxes from all these small shipments. You know what? It was actually more expensive to collect the money than the money we were getting in. So we just, eliminated that and only did it on higher value orders. Right? You pointed at something.
So there's comments that of people who are talking about this. I guess very, very recently, maybe a few hours ago, he says is the appeals court struck down the tariffs a few hours ago. So the court decided that tariffs are not legal. But I guess it has to go through the system in order for well. Okay.
Okay.
So let's get back to the thing
wait
a little
minute.
bit. As far
As
as
I
we
was
know,
saying earlier, this stuff is changing by the second, by the minute. So for us, it's just I'm just gonna. This is where I'm gonna crash out a little bit, because if this is true, it's just like every single day I'm reading the news, like literally every hour I'm refreshing my Google feed. What's the latest news? Things are changing, and I'm just like, how am I supposed to make decisions here? What am I supposed to do? And it's insane to me. It's insane to me that these are the people in charge. I'm sorry, but if you went to your coffee shop and said, hey, I'd like to order some coffee for you have a birthday party, I'd like to order some coffee. And they say, okay, no problem, here's the price. And then you just show up and they're like, yeah, you know what? We've decided we're not going to do that anymore. What do you mean? I've made all these plans based off of that. Yeah, no, it's going to be way more money now.
Okay, let's just talk about what we did. As much as I don't like it, we live in this world where, rules are affect us. So what happened was that when, obviously like starting the 29th at midnight Eastern time, they started removing, they removed the minimus. So they started collecting duties on orders under 800, on shipments, imports under $800, right? But what happened was that it was something that's going into America at that time, right? Like if the customs received the package after 29th at midnight, you would be charged tariffs. So obviously the orders from last week, we got it out in time, so no problem. But orders from this week, there were dips in the time where we could, because long story short, we did implement a thing on our website that collects the duties first, so that you don't have to pay
Only
the
for
secondary bill. But that could only work because it's working off of the current rule. So it could only happen starting midnight of 29th Eastern time. So during the day here and on yesterday. So one thing I just want to make sure is that some people who ordered from America between the time that you received it before the 29th, but ordered before the 29th came, there are orders that went out that probably would be
they'll get a bill later on.
Yes. Yeah. So that's one thing to know. But now, starting yesterday midday, we are collecting duties automatically at the time of checkout. But that rate that they're collecting duties currently is a stacked duty rate.
So here's where some of the this is where boy, I'm probably going to get heated, but this is only 10% of my real heat. I'll tell you that much, because if I really let my anger out, this channel would be banned. So remember, it was Liberation Day. Trump's got his big old sign with all these duties and tariffs. Here's what we're going to do, all these reciprocal tariffs. Number one, they're not reciprocal. There is no exact same duty rate with Japan or any of these other countries with the United States. So the annoying thing is that they keep calling it a reciprocal rate, but it's not. It's not as if Japan were to drop their rate, then the United States would drop their rate. In fact, Japan does not have the same rate. It's a lower rate than what the United States is implementing on Japan right now, or any other country for that matter. Okay, so they announced there was going to be a 24% duty, and then in late July, they said, okay, we've reached an agreement with Japan. We're going to have a 15% duty rate. And then there was also a whole bunch of other stuff. Japan's going to invest some money in American businesses or whatever it is. So then August 1st came around and they implemented a lot of these new tariff policies. So with Europe, it was 15% into America. Japan is 15%. Brazil, it was some crazy amount. Anyhow, from all over the world, right? So that's when they started collecting these things. But what happened with Japan was Japanese imports were seeing 15% duty sorry, 15% tariff on top of the existing duty rates. So on any given import, there was all dependent on the commodity, there was already a tariff rate or a duty rate set. So that means on t-shirts, it's something like 16.5%. You import a t-shirt from Japan into America, you pay 16.5%. And then they stacked the 15% on top. And Japan was like, what are you doing? That was not the deal. That was not the deal we had. The deal was if we had anything that was above 15%, anything below a 15% duty, an existing duty rate that was below, it would be boosted up to 15. And if there's anything already higher, it would remain at that rate. So t-shirts would remain at 16.5. But if, say, mugs, for example, I don't know what the duty rate on a mug is, but if the duty rate on a mug, let's say 8%, it would get boosted up to 15. So at the very minimum, the minimum collection rate would be 15%. Cars was something like 27, and then they also wanted to, the deal, part of the deal was that, or cars or car parts or whatever it is, was supposed to go down to 15. So that's what the deal was. And then there was an executive order signed, and some information, that information was then sent over to customs to implement. And then as their implementation was going on, it was like, nope, we're stacking the duty rate. So there's a 16% on t-shirts. We're going to throw an extra 15% on top of that. And all the cars are still 27. So Japan was like, what are you doing? What's going on here? We had a deal. And America's like, yeah, we know we had a deal. And we know you're right. We know we're implementing this wrong, but whatever. We have this other thing to negotiate now. So if you want to negotiate that thing, we can go and negotiate that thing, and then maybe we'll fix this. Even though we promise we're going to fix this, we got to sort this other thing out first. So right now they're doing a double duty on Japanese-made goods. So you might read online, oh, there's a 15% tariff for Japanese stuff, but the way it's being implemented right now is that and I only discovered this like recently, that they're stacking it. And
it is, in fact, stacking it on our website as well. So I think if you're in America, like, I'm never going to say don't shop it, like, it's your choice, but like it's the stacking rate is 31.5%. So it's not the greatest rate, which I strongly believe that they're going to remove that. And, if like, I don't know, I can't confirm it, but if the court decided the tariff is actually illegal, then I don't know how that's gonna work. But I feel like this is not the talk about the minimis. The minimis is a completely like a bonus thing that American consumers had. So I wouldn't be surprised that that's like forever taken away. I feel like that's a possibility, but I do feel that the tariff should be, either 15% or 16.5, whatever, like the rates that they decided on eventually. Yeah,
that will come. So there will be a point between now and then, which hopefully is supposed to happen soon. Last week, the finance minister guy of America was like, okay, we're going to have a deal with Japan by Friday. And so Friday came and went, and there's no deal. And they're like, the Japanese negotiator was supposed to go to America on Thursday to like finalize this stuff, and then he canceled his trip. He's like, forget it. I think that they're sort of upset that there's been such
No, they told him to cancel. Like, they told like, I think one of the guys went, like, because it's just that, like, the top guy, the guy who signs, wasn't necessary there, because they have to figure out the more like administrative level things.
Yeah, so whatever it is, it's supposed to be coming soon, but you know what? Anyhow.
We're obviously not like an expert in this. We're not, but this is actually, affects a lot of people. Not only like our online store with the customers not knowing what's going on, but also we have retail partners in America that, is importing in a bigger bulk. So, we have to educate ourselves, but at the same time, there's like all this kind of information you don't know. Like, I mean, I talked to like a FedEx rep, and they're also like, well, we understand it to be not stacking, just, tariff is a tariff. Like, we can't
Right.
have two, but she was like also like, but I also understand that that's what they're doing in practice, and I don't know what's going on. They have no control over this,
Yeah.
right? So I feel that like waiting a little bit just so that everything settles in its place might be a good idea. But with that said, we have a bunch of new shipments that's for fall, that's, coming into our place. And then now we're getting ready to ship those to our retail partners and getting ready for ourselves for a release.
Yeah. We have a bunch of stuff coming here, but it's like, and this is a conversation I have to have with our retail partners next week. It's like, do I hold your shipments until the American-Japanese tariff situation is cleared up, which could be next week, it could be 2 weeks from now, it could be 3 weeks from now. I don't know. Do we wait until we do that so that you know exactly what price you're supposed to charge your customer? Because so maybe it's possible that the next release, the American retailers might not have the goods. They might not have the goods. The Europeans will. We will. But the American retailers won't. Because
it's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
And I think we'll have to leave it up to them.
Right.
So, yeah.
But at the same time, the government also indicated that anybody who overpaid with the stacking is supposed to receive some sort of refund, but how you're going to get that refund, the paperwork that's going to be involved in doing all that, on an individual person's level, that's probably going to be impossible. From a business level, it's probably going to be insanely difficult. So my belief is that they're just letting this run so that they can just, collect a bunch of free money, and they might have to offer 3 or 4% in refunds, and good, we'll pocket the rest. We'll make sure that money gets put to good use, because it always does. I'm not.
So the bottom line is that we still don't know, but my recommendation, if I were you living in America, shopping from another country's website, I would wait a little bit, give it a week or two, just so that you're not paying the price that. Oh shit! Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're gonna get banned from YouTube.
Yeah.
It's okay. We got deliveries. Reese's hand. The delivery guys bringing stuff in. Okay. So with all that said, if you are based in America, this is sort of what the situation looks like right now. If you head over to our website, I think I can show it. So if you go to our website now, you're gonna go to currently in stock. You're gonna pick a T-shirt, add that to cart, and if you check out, what's going to happen is, if you go to American dollars, checkout, if you put in an American address, you're going to see, let's see if I can do that right now, 90210. Is it going to fill it out? No, it's not. Okay, let's just do Bahzad. And then anyhow, whatever it's gonna fill in a duty rate over here, and you're gonna see it. So just be aware of that. And what will happen is you will pay for it on in just one transaction, and that way we then remit those payments over to FedEx, and then you just receive the package, so that you don't have to pay extra. It's not that you have to pay extra. It's just that there's a bill that comes later on. And Europeans, Canadians, basically the rest of the world is already used to that. But it's just that our volume of shipments is there's a high volume that goes to the United States. And if everybody starts getting these bills in the mail later on, I just feel that we're going to get mega bogged down with customer service related questions. And then there's also the chance that every now and then it happens around the world where somebody gets their package and they realize that there's a tax bill associated with it, And then they refuse the package, and then it just becomes this whole situation. So in order to alleviate that from like our biggest market, we're making it so that you could pay that up front, and then you just receive the package. There's no extra things to have to worry about. Now, we would like to implement that for the rest of the world, which is something that we're looking into more and more now. But it's also not as simple as like flicking a switch and turning it on and doing that. Every country has its own weird rules and regulations about how taxes and duties are supposed to be collected. Like, for example, if we ship to Canada or Europe, there are no duties because Japan and those countries have duty-free agreements. But they also charge sales tax when those goods arrive. So there has to be a way to collect that and then get that paid out to the government and all that stuff. And now we end up being some sort of like figuring out how to be tax experts when we're just t-shirt makers. It's very annoying.
Yes. And, like this whole thing made us think about like, okay, like it would be ideal if you could pay at checkout and not extra. And we kind of looked into that, but it's not. It is like Bahzad said. It's a very complicated things, and the fact of the matter is like we were like we didn't have that for anybody else.
Here, I'm gonna show
America had this.
So you see, if you put in an American address, it'll give you that's just the shipping cost. You pay for shipping, and then it'll also give you the duty and the fees. So all the taxes and tariffs and all that stuff is just built in right here. And so you're just going to pay one bill on that, and you won't have to worry about a bill later on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So again, like with American changes in America, we're looking into it, but at the same time, like for anybody else who's living outside of United States, it's just a status quo. Like it's business as usual. So we'll keep it that way until we can figure it out. We might actually have to, like, we have an accountant for the business, but like, it's just like, this is a whole another level of like international, tax information kind of thing. So it's a completely different thing. So we might consult somebody else, and I cannot be responsible for something. It's very risky because like we don't want to do the wrong thing, and then like 2 years later we'll be like billed for like 2 years back tax on certain things or something. Like that's my ultimate fear. So
right, it's like if you're gonna again, a little bit of a rant, but it's like, you want me to figure out your tax system, but your tax system the information is as thick as a phone book. So I got to go through all this, and then I got to make sure it's all correct. And if it's not correct, you're going to come back at me and telling me that I paid the incorrect amount. Why don't you just tell me up front how much I'm supposed to pay for this? Right? Why don't you just make it easy for me? Imagine trying to sign up for a Netflix account, and they're like, well, here's what you got to do. You got to go down to your local library, go down, get to the 4th shelf, and on the 4th shelf, there'll be a book on the left side. Pick that up, open to page 37, and 5 paragraphs down, the 6th word, pick that, and the 4th syllable is the password to then pay for your subscription. If you had to do that, nobody's going to do it. But that's seemingly how the tax system works. Just tell me what it is. You want me to pay something? Tell me what it is, and I'll pay it. But if I have to figure it out, and then if I don't figure it out correctly based off of the incredibly crazy rules that you've set up, then I'm also punished for it. Beautiful, right? The government is the only organization that can operate this way. No independent business could ever operate this way. Nobody would be a customer of theirs. Nobody. Anyhow, I'm going to leave it there.
With that said, this is the way that you shop online now from America, or anywhere else for that matter. But if you come visit us in this showroom in Yokohama,
we do have a solution.
Yeah, well, right now we're not set up as a tax-free store yet, and we also don't have the
credit card reader.
That's coming next week, and the tax-free store stuff, like I got it figured out. It's been a crazy week, so I haven't done that, but it should be in place soon. Until then, we could actually let you shop without paying taxes online. We could do that on the spot, and then we just fulfill it. We'll give you like free shipping and all that. Like obviously because we're not shipping it, so you can like pick it up in the store, but like process the online orders, process the order through online without taxes and duties and stuff like that. So we'll do that in the meantime, but. The moral of the story is that now we are accepting appointments to come visit us.
Let's calm Bahzad down a little bit. Calm Bahzad. And we're going to go to how to come and visit us, a calmer version of me, unless you get me really riled up, in Yokohama, Japan, here at our showroom. So if you go over to wonderlooper.com, your favorite bookmark page and mine, go to wonderlooper.com and hit schedule your visit. So if you click the button right here, you just add that. There's no other choices. You just, I don't know, you and let's see if you can, 50 people. It's just a joke. And then you just schedule your date and time. And if you would like to come and visit at 3 p.m. on Wednesday, September 2025, at 2:30 p.m. Book now, boom, and that's it. You put in your email. We send you all the information on how to get here, and you can come and shop in person here at Wonderlooper Yokohama showroom. It's just that simple.
We should do a video of how to get from the station to here.
I would like to do that as the update video for the showroom. Mm-hmm. We did the the first. Yeah. So maybe
we need a shorter version for.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we'll do that. But it is fairly simple to get here. We are on a very popular metro line in the Tokyo Yokohama area. If you just get on the Toyoko line from anywhere, basically you ride it for a few minutes straight. You usually don't have to transfer, and you'll get right here at Bashamichi Station. Bashamichi Station, exit number 6. We're 1 minute away. We're literally outside the exit of Bashamichi, exit number 6. And
like 20 seconds away.
20 seconds, even better. We saved you.
From the exit.
From the exit.
Yes, so if you're like, there's a lot of like lines, like not just Toyoko line. Toyoko line is well, technically, Bashamichi Station is on Minatomirai line. But Minatomirai line is just an extension of Toyoko line, but Toyoko line also rides into Fukutoshin line. So basically, like if you're from like Ikebukuro, you can come here in one train. Like you don't have to transfer. So it's actually a lot more accessible than you may think. That you're going to another city from Tokyo. But Tokyo in itself is, like some place in Tokyo is further away than it is here. Harder to get to than it is here. So,
is it on here?
Yes, but it's like off the map.
Okay, so anyhow, just for your reference, this is the Tokyo Metro. So there are different companies that operate metro lines in the Tokyo Yokohama area. Like there's a bunch of them. Like it's not just one company that runs a metro. Like there's Tokyo Metro, there's JR, there's some smaller other ones. So there's a lot of different lines, and this is just Tokyo Metro. So you can see it looks big, it looks complicated, but it's actually pretty easy because they have it all by color and letter. So if you're on the red line over here, basically anywhere on that red line, you could just ride one line, and you're gonna end up at our office.
And this is Tokyo Metro line, and
it's just off the map a little bit.
Toyoko is not Tokyo Metro; it's a different country. Tokyo. On the Tokyo map will be there. But anyway, like as you can see over here, you can.
Where is it?
People like.
I don't think they see the cursor.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I mean, yes, here, like you can see that it rides into Tokyo Toyoko line. So.
Yeah. So.
Just follow that.
Just follow that.
I mean, Google Map is your friend.
Right. But we'll make it easier for you guys to get here. Yeah.
And with that said, we are currently, we're kind of like, having the booking available online. So you can book it for, I think, 3 months ahead. or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
As close as 2 days ahead, just so that, because it's just the two of us, sometimes, we can't, we just want to know what our obligations to be here is. So that's the restriction. If you just, if you want to like figure it out like a day before, you can like
send us
contact
an email.
us and, see if it's possible. And, we're flexible, but if you could just go through the system to book the appointment online, that would make our lives a lot easier as well.
Yeah. And then Alan says, can you show us how to do a pickup in-store purchase? So basically, if you just order something online, in the order comments, just say in-store pickup. We might have another option instead of like, shipping. We might have another option that just says in-store pickup. And then...
But I think if you do in-store pickup, it would charge 10%.
Oh, I see.
Sales tax.
I see. So,
which, I mean,
But anyhow, by that time, anyways, you could... We'll figure it all out. So anyhow, right now, if you want to pick up in-store, you're planning on coming to Japan. Like, if you're planning on coming in Japan in like a year and a half, please don't do an in-store pickup. I just don't want to hold that many things for that long. If you're coming in the next couple of weeks or months, okay, it's no problem, right? But like, you buy a t-shirt now and you're like, oh, I'm going to come to Japan next year. I don't have my tickets booked or anything yet. Don't ask me to hold it, please.
Do that.
But if you are coming anytime soon, you'd like to pick it up, you want to come to the store anyways, you want to pick it up, don't worry. You can just leave it a comment in the order comments when you're checking out saying I'd like to pick it up, and just also say you're going to come in October, or if you already have an appointment, put that information there and I'll have it set aside for you, no problem. So that's how that's going to work. We're really looking forward to welcoming you guys. That said, we got to figure out, we still don't have a change room and we still don't have a mirror. So we got to go and buy those things, some sort of solution for that soon, because we're going to be seeing people here soon. And we look forward to having one thing. The mega benefit of coming in store right now is you can shop everything. So there's stuff we have that hasn't been released yet. You can shop it. If we ever had B stock or anything like that, you could shop that too. But right now, there's a whole pile of releases that haven't been released yet. And if you come between now and release date, which we haven't quite set, but tentatively September the 18th, you can shop it now. So that's the bonus for coming and shopping in person, making it all this way, coming to see us, and we'll try to have some other nifty gifties and stuff, set up for the future. We're definitely going to work on that. It's not like a regular retail store, but we would still, we get so many requests from people coming to Japan wanting to see us. We want to make this available.
Well, we made this like a appointment thing live yesterday. I think it was it yesterday? Yeah, like discreetly. Oh, you sent an email blast, but as soon as that went live, like we already got some appointments.
Yeah.
So we're very excited to welcome you guys. A couple questions in the chat. Stephen Koppelkamp, it's not the train that everybody pushes into and packs in like sardines, is it? That gives me anxiety. Well, every single train line would, not every single one obviously, but like most of the main one would experience that between, like on weekdays between, like 7 and 9:30, like yeah. It's packed.
I will also say some lines are way worse than others.
Yes, and the direction you're going to also, right? Like I used to commute like into the city from like, because the main office areas or like main, areas of Tokyo, if you like commute from residential into that part, that's the worst in the morning. Obviously the other way around in the evening. But in the evening, everybody goes home not at the same time, Whereas like in the morning, everybody generally tends to start working at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So, everybody's going there at the same time. The morning rush is real. Like it's my entire life I've been dealing with it. It's not fun, especially in the summertime because...
Yeah, if you're like Shibuya, Shinjuku at like 8 a.m. in the morning, 9 a.m. in the morning, it is going to be packed.
But with that said, coming from Tokyo, wherever you're staying, into Yokohama is a lot easier. And our opening time is like between 12 to 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not the most, like you're not coming here at 9 a.m. We're not
Yeah.
gonna allow you to do
We're
that.
also not here exactly at 9 a.m. So
So you won't have to worry about that. And in general, like around here, like this is like basically very close to like a center of Yokohama City. But so there's a lot of offices around. But in general, like it's not like Tokyo center of Tokyo, right? Like the amount of people who are here is completely different. So it's a little bit more chill. Even like the tourist spots, like it's a little bit more, calm compared to Tokyo. So I think that's also a reason to check out and visit Yokohama too.
yeah, there's a lot to do here. So even like you're done your shopping with us, there's so much to do around here. There's an amusement park just that away. Some really nice malls and shopping centers.
The very
Chinatown is
famous
over there.
Cup Noodle Museum is literally just a couple blocks away.
The Gundam, the giant life-size Gundam, used to be here. Maybe it'll come back one day, but it used to be here. But there's a lot of beautiful things to do around here. A lot of people miss it on their like Tokyo, Japan adventure. And I always tell people to come out here because they feel like it's far away, but it's not that far away. It's like sometimes getting from like parts of Tokyo, like, if you're in like central Tokyo, going to like Ikebukuro or like, even like Nakano Broadway, like sometimes it takes just as long, it's not that far a trip. Like Tokyo is a very, very big place, and getting from one end to the other could be a massive trip, but sometimes just getting out to Yokohama is really not so bad. And I will also say that my commute within Montreal, not even that far away, just taking the very, very slow trains that we had in Montreal and bus system, would take longer from getting from my house or apartment downtown in Montreal to like where the Naked and Famous office was. It would take even longer to get to work than it does from getting from like central Tokyo to our office here in Yokohama. So the trains are very fast. You get on an express train, boom, it's going to get you here real quick. Mm-hmm. So
okay, another thing that Nicholas mentioned, any preference for Saturdays or Sundays. Currently we don't have Saturdays or Sundays available on the calendar on the website.
Yeah.
Just because, like, like we're here on Saturday. Obviously, I'm here now. But, like, I in general, we would like to keep weekends relatively,
At the very least, have one day off a week, which is Sunday.
So no Sunday for sure.
Saturday, we're here in the morning, but, like, sometimes, like, Saturday morning, it's like we do the live stream, and then after the live stream, like, I might
deal with the shipments that just came also.
So there's a little bit of work to do, but we're unless there's like the only reason we would stay like a full day on a Saturday is if there's a lot of like shipments to deal with. And if I'm dealing with shipments, I can't also deal with customers. And so the weekends are general, like if it's mega important.
Well, I also understand, somebody who lives in Japan who has a, 9 to 5 or like Monday to Friday jobs. Like, I understand it's hard. So, just send us an email. We'll figure something out. But in general, keep it within the timeline of the website.
Right. We're very flexible, but try to respect, that we do have to eat and sleep sometimes. I know it's unfortunate that we do. I wish we didn't have to. We could just be worker robots forever. But, well, work-life balance, people are saying important. Don't overdo it. It's true. I have to say that between us, we really don't respect that. Like, we are very, like, we're here. Like, we're very, like, worker bee type attitudes. And it's sometimes hard to pull ourselves away from the job. So we have to, sometimes I feel like if we don't put it on paper, we're not going to do it. And so if we say we're going to not work on Sunday, that's what we wrote it down. It's real now. So. Yeah. Otherwise, we'd never leave here. Sometimes, like, I even remember back in like the Naked and Famous days, like we'd be at work and like be like 10, 11 p.m. We're still in the office working. I'm like, if there was a shower here, I would not leave. Like,
the thing is, like, because we're married and we don't have children, that it's like most of the people's problem with like working on the weekend is that like you're neglecting your family or like you're not spending time with them. Whereas, like, we're spending time with each other all the time. We do have other family members that we want to spend time with and friends. So that's why we take the weekends off. But, it's just like it's a lot easier for us to be that committed to work because of the situation.
That's definitely true. Definitely aids in that because it's we're not I didn't see my wife for 3 days. Like that's that can really hurt relationships and things like that. But with us, it's like we're together 24/7. Like we are just together, and that's just how our life is.
Yeah. And somebody asked, what's the best time to visit? Jonathan asked, what is the best time to visit Japan outside of Cherry Blossom Festival? I would say, like, I don't know, October is a good month.
Yeah, October is good.
May is good.
Yeah.
May is like after the cherry blossom, because the cherry blossom time, it's still kind of cold. Like, not cold.
Cherry blossom time is like, end of March, April.
Yeah.
So it's
like the end of like the actual times where you need to wear a jacket.
Yeah.
And,
And so, but it could also be like really nice and springy, or it could be rainy. So it's
there's a lot of rain.
It's hit and miss, and like sometimes you hit cherry blossom season and you've got beautiful cherry blossoms and sunny days for like 2 weeks, or sometimes it's like it's sunny days and then so the blossoms come out and then it's just like rain. And so the rain washes everything away, and just like, no real cherry blossoms this season. It's gone. But
so my recommendation, my favorite season to like walk around outside and do things is May and October.
Yeah.
I think September is still quite hot. So if you like hot, I guess it's fine. But
September but it's coming down a little bit.
Slightly. Like in the nighttime, it's a little bit nicer.
Like June.
But September, I feel like we get a lot of typhoons.
Maybe. That's true. June, July, August, it's hot. It's just hot. Like if you're prepared for the heat, loose clothes, lighter, airy things, you'll be comfortable here. But it can get quite hot here.
Also, there is a rainy season, like sometime in either June or July. So.
Yeah. Jam says, how cold does it get there around January, February? Like snowing or just really cold? Depends where you are. Tokyo area, I mean, it's usually around.
Not much. Snow is very rare.
You'll get like 1 day of snow a year. Like it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick.
It doesn't affect you. But
temperature-wise, it's like, from like 0 to 10 degrees, like Celsius.
The high is 10-ish at the coldest days.
Celsius, not Fahrenheit. What that is in Fahrenheit, I don't know. Just do a quick calculation on your phone there. So it's not bad, especially if you come from like Canadian winter or like Northeast USA, like where it's gonna be cold and you're just like minus 20 every single day. You come to Tokyo and it's like, oh, it's not so bad. You can wear a light winter jacket and you're okay.
50 for Fahrenheit.
So 50 Fahrenheit is what Risa's saying. So it's not so bad January, February weather in terms of like it being like cold. It's not California cold. It's not California winter, that is, but it's not so bad. If you go up north, there's a lot of snow. It looks like Canada. It looks like the Northeast. And there's a lot of winter sports, so you can do skiing and snowboarding. A lot of my friends will come to Japan around that time because they want to go skiing. And it's like cheaper than going to like places in Europe and things like that. So a lot of people come to Japan to do that. So if you like winter sports, it's also a good chance to do those kinds of things. So yeah, I would say that overall, you can come pretty much any time of the year and have a good time here. The rain is sometimes a little bit, not the best for being outside, but hey, you'll have a great time in Japan nonetheless. There's always something to do. There's just so much going on, things to see, and you'll never see it all in one trip.
Right, and I just also feels like winter is a little bit easier because you just can when you walk around all day, like you're not that cold. You go in and out of trains and wear jackets,
get a hot coffee.
Yeah. Whereas in the summer, it's really brutal. Like, okay, you can get cold drinks and go into stores to feel the AC, but like at the minute you walk out, you're like, oh, I don't want to walk anymore.
It's like once the sun goes down, you get some reprise from all that, and like you feel good. But like in the middle of the day, it's really hot. Yeah.
Especially like now, nowadays.
Yeah, Nicholas
doesn't get any better.
Yeah, Nicholas says, as a Southern Californian, Tokyo gets pretty cold in the winter.
I agree with you, but I think it's just, it's for the most part, like a lot of people have winters, and compared to most people's winter, excluding like places like Southern California and Hawaii and stuff like that, like it's not like the worst.
It's not the worst. I would also say that I don't know what kind of home you live in. We live in an old Japanese apartment building, and our home has literally no insulation. So in the winter, it is cold in our apartment. It's hard to, you can't really heat up the place because our windows are like single pane and like this thin. So the heat just goes. So you just have to layer up, and that's, thank God we have double heavyweight hoodies. But it really helps to keep warm when you've got some heavy duty gear. And that's like, I find that I basically have to warm myself. I can't really count on warming the room. Although we are going to probably be working in here all day in the winter. So this is a modern building with some amount of insulation. And I think we'll be comfortable in here. Decent. Yeah.
I think so.
We'll see. We'll find out. Joy Rock says, LOL, in the winter I just visit my parents in Hawaii.
So lucky.
That's the answer. That is the answer. But yeah, please do come and visit Japan. It is a great time. The yen is low. You can get a lot of value from coming here. Let me put it to you this way. If you're an American, it's like they're rolling back prices to like 1994. Like, you're going to see the things that like really irk me whenever I go back to the West is like whenever I just want to buy a bottle of water or a soda or something, and like you go to the convenience store and like the soda's like $2.75, and I'm like, $2.75, $4 for a soda. I'm like, bro, they're 88 yen here. They're like, or 100 yen. And in American dollars, that's like 65 cents. Like, it's just, it blows your mind how inexpensive it is here. And like, certainly prices have been going up for the Japanese. I mean, no country is seemingly immune to the tyranny of inflation. But to the rate that it has happened in the West compared to here, boy, oh boy, will you feel like you're walking on sunshine.
Yeah. And the thing that gets me is that, like, if I'm going to, like, say, for instance, New York, like, it's a trip for me, right? Like, so if I go there, like, I don't want to drink, water all the time. Right. I want to drink something like that I don't get at home. Yeah. And those things that are fun and new to me are all like $4 or $5 US range in like, what do you call it, like convenience stores and stuff like that. And it's just like, that's just driving me so nuts, because like here, if you come here as a foreigner or like a tourist, like all of those fun things that you'd never seen, like even if you've been here before, like all of the new items that you haven't seen before and exciting, those are all still like 100 yen, 150 yen, like, which is like, I don't know, like 80, 90 US cents.
Like you can go to a sit down family restaurant and have a meal for the two of you for easily under 20 US dollars. Easily. Yeah, which is incredible. So anyhow, get your butts over to Japan. I'm telling you, you're gonna have a great time. I'm telling you. We've got Manuel saying, just dropping by to say that my Ecru double heavyweight tee arrived today in Mexico, and it looks amazing. It has a different and great feel compared to the other colors. Also, the tariffs are 80% higher than last time. I'm not sure, 80%. There is Japan and Mexico do have some free trade agreements, but Mexico recently, because I had a customer email me the other day asking about this, and there's some new, like, they've added some import tax, just some. They're not calling it a duty or a tariff because we have free duty, so they just made up another thing. And so there is some other stuff going on there with imports that might make it a little bit challenging. Look into it, but I don't know about if it's 80. I don't think it's as high as 80%, but it is.
No, 80% higher down last time. So like whatever that the amount was last time, it's 80% higher from that. I would.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what you're saying, but there is some sort of thing going on there, and I don't know, man. The world is it just, to me, it just sounds like these governments are all going broke, and instead of maybe finding some cost saving measures here and there. They're just like, let's just squeeze these people even more because we just can't possibly rein in our spending. I mean, we definitely need to be doing all of these things that we're doing that, anyhow. That's for another live stream. That's for the Bahzad taxation is theft live stream.
Okay.
Which is never coming.
Okay. I want to talk about things that came into our warehouse.
Okay, let's do that
because that's
more
a
on
positive, things.
Yeah.
So we received, what did we receive? Oh, Fleeced Foxfibre.
Yes.
The whole shebang, the whole thing. That's an item that we only run in the winter time, fall winter season, and we have a lot of fans because it's just it's a great sweatshirt for everybody, and you get to enjoy the Foxfibre. It is fuzzy, it is comfortable, and so this is like our most popular color, oatmeal. So it's oatmeal recycled cotton, heathered color on the outside, and on the inside is the FoxFibre. This is, I think, Fox 30, if I'm not mistaken, and it's fleeced, so it's brushed, and I think it actually looks fine. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's got really nice and fuzzy, cozy feel inside, and it is not particularly like heavy. So I just wore this, like I have a sweatpants in these, and it's just very comfortable to hang out in the home,
Speaking of the sweatpants, I got a pair right here in the charcoal color. So you can see that right here in that beautiful, it's like a heathered tone charcoal. And it's just
like salt and pepper in
yeah.
Head. And this is the the heather gray. So this is the whatever you think of when you think of heather gray, basically. Yeah. But so
look
those
at that.
3 colors.
There you go. So 3 colors, and they're available in all of our fits. So pullover, hoodie, crew neck sweatshirt, zip hoodie, and the sweatpants. So you get every option here. Fully stocked. We're going to be hopefully shipping these out around the world very soon. Let's hope some, anyhow. Taxes are on my brain, guys. You don't understand. When I was writing yesterday's newsletter, I really had to tone it down because I was getting a little hot.
So that's one batch of products that we got in.
Yeah.
We also got in the heavyweight FoxFibre waffle.
Yes.
FoxFibre heavyweight waffle.
FoxFibre heavyweight waffle.
Henley.
Actually, we're gonna be dropping the video for this soon, and I keep screwing up like how this is pronounced, like what order we named this thing in.
Those words are in our head, but like which way did we name it?
Yeah, it's hard to remember.
So this is a Henley fit, which is like the first of our Henleys. This is the first time we're dropping this fit. Henley just in general, we're like kind of running it a little bit larger than our t-shirts or something like that.
It runs more like our sweatshirt sizing. So double check.
Measurements,
double check them. They're live on the website now, so you can check them, and they are correct. So
you might want the size, like if you were wearing size medium in t-shirt, you may want size small, or that size small may work out better for you. I don't know. It just depends on how you want to wear it.
Yeah.
But check the measurement, and if you are sizing down, like you don't have to doubt yourself, second guess yourself.
Yeah.
I think that might be correct.
Yeah, but definitely double check the measurements. I so anyhow, some people prefer these to be a little bit more sweatshirty fitting. Some people want them to be a little bit more fitted. So you definitely have options with this in terms of like the way you could wear it. But it always boils down to that measurement guide.
Yeah. And then so this is the same colorways. Technically, it's not. So Fox 15 is the same as the Fox 15 from the Tsuriyami t-shirts that we just dropped. So it's a very nice beigey color. And then we got this Fox 7. This is Fox 80. 70B.
70B.
70B, yes. I just get confused. So this is also the same color as the Tsuruyami t-shirt. It's 70% FoxFibre.
Yeah.
Very beautiful natural color of cotton. And then the Iron Modern version, this is actually slightly different from the t-shirt that we just dropped. This is a Fox 80B Iron Modern.
Yeah.
So it's slightly more FoxFibre in
Yeah.
here than the t-shirts, but it actually, to me, it looks the same.
It's the
very
same
difficult.
color yarn that we're using for the hoodie.
The hoodie.
Right.
yes.
So it's
So,
that yarn
yeah.
For this one. So,
So,
there is a slight difference between
Yes.
but visually probably not too much.
Visually, I cannot tell the difference.
For me, I would wear a medium in this one. I like this is the sample. I'll put it on just so you guys can see. Just give me a second here.
Yeah, I also want to bring the production because we did change the button shape.
Yeah, hold on. Stay on camera so people can see and look at someone.
Well, okay. Bahzad is changing off camera.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, he's wearing a medium, and this is a sample, so the button is
The
slightly
buttons are
different,
incorrect.
but the sizing is the same.
Yeah. So this is the sizing of the medium on me, and when we drop the video, you'll also see the mediums on me. And yeah, I mean it's not like tight. I have room, but I'm just very comfortable in this sizing, so I can comfortably get a t-shirt underneath. And but if you're not going to wear it with a t-shirt underneath, maybe you want a different size. Just notice that we use those little the wire hanger, so I wouldn't recommend that personally for storing these. You maybe want to use more of if you're going to hang it, use more of a coat hanger which has rounded corners, or I would just fold
it,
this.
yeah.
That said, when you steam it, this kind of stuff just comes out easily. But yeah. And as far as shrinkage goes, there's really not much to mention here.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
We've wash tested these.
We wash tested this. It did shrink a tiny bit, but
It's so loose.
yeah, it's a waffle, so
Yeah.
it's just stretched with you
Like-
while you wear, and you don't feel like it shrunk.
Yeah, like
Too much.
even if it does feel a little like fitted on you at some point, like maybe you feel that way, just stretch the garment and it'll stretch out. So
Yeah.
you can do that with your t-shirts or anything. Even sometimes someone might say to me, "Oh, I feel like my collar shrunk a little bit." Just stretch it a little bit. It'll stretch out. Don't go like Hulk Hogan on it, but give it a little bit of a tug and it'll stretch out.
Yeah.
If you do
Do
go
not
Hulk
wear
Hogan on it, I mean it's great for business. Maybe you buy another one, but I wouldn't recommend
Okay,
it.
so this is 502 GSM, which is almost 15 ounce. It is beefy.
Yeah.
It is very beefy because not just the weight on paper, but also because it's a waffle, it has a thickness because the fabric is really like, what do you call it? Like it's textured.
Yes.
Yeah. So the pockets are deep and the air pockets are deep, and then it keeps you warm. It's breathable. It's very nice. I'm just gonna show you the production buttons. So the buttons we use for this item is real horn buttons. We didn't go with the
Synthetics.
yeah. And so each one is obviously very unique, and the shape of it is what's different from the samples that we showed in the past. I think this is a very nice shape. It's got a little bit of a matte texture.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the shininess.
And the
it's
naturalness I find really pairs up with the natural cotton colors here as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So yeah, no two buttons are alike, and they really blend in quite nicely with that FoxFibre cotton. Right. I'm getting hot, so I'm going to take this off because I'm feeling the heat. I just want to say there's a Manuel says, the world is crazy, but also happy to receive the item that's really worth it. I hope hope to be with you soon and make an appointment. That's Manuel, who ordered from Mexico. Yeah. Thank you very much. There's also a comment in Espanol, which I cannot read, but if somebody can translate that for us, maybe we can, I think they're talking about the current tax situation there in Mexico. There you go. Go ahead.
What was I saying? I forgot. somebody asked about the black Fleeced Foxfibre. It is in the works, but it's going to be later on this year. It's not dropping with our regular colorways of the oatmeal, heather gray, and charcoal. So that announcement will come later on, closer to the end of the year, I would say.
Yeah, I'll get the sample fabric out. I can show that.
Yeah. So that is a special project we worked with Blue Owl Workshop in Seattle. So they're going to be carrying that colorway as well as we are on our website. I think that's like, they do a lot of like black series with I think Black Friday around that time. And this is part of it. And I thought this was actually a very good idea.
It might have a little bit of snowy on there, so just be aware of that.
Reminiscent.
Yeah, reminiscent of old times. So you've got a nice sort of solid black exterior, and that's combined with that soft beige interior here. Very soft and fluffy, as you can see. So there will be an all black version of the Fleeced Foxfibre sweatshirt, and that'll be coming exclusive to Blue Owl, probably closer to holiday season. And then we also have the custom all black cords as well. So these are going to be coming with that hoodie. And yeah, so there you go. We do have a black on black plan here for the Fleeced Fox.
Very excited about
that. There you go.
Yeah. What else?
Okay. All right. There's a lot of questions. NB Ras, Nebraska. I don't know. I'm always going to say that differently. Speaking of Henley, any thoughts for spring summer fits or spring summer 26? I'm going to keep asking. LOL. Well, we don't have a Henley planned for spring summer 26. But maybe for the future, I wouldn't mind doing here's my plan. Because I do want to do the like Bruce Lee style super looper where it's like yellow and black, and then I might do a series of like colors, just retro, like sporty inspired ones. But because it's sort of Bruce Lee, Kill Bill, like martial arts inspired, you see in all those old Hong Kong movies, all those guys, they wear Henleys. They wear like lightweight, like Henley t-shirts. And I kind of want to make one of those as well.
It's more like underwear type.
Yeah. Like you wear it with like a denim shirt or something on top. Maybe, or if you're a tough guy, you just wear it on its own, pull the sleeves up, like Sammo Hung or like Bruce Lee and that kind of stuff. But there's a lot of like that lightweight underweary style Henley. And so I would like to do that maybe in conjunction with that release. So that's something I would like to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I do want to make a lightweight summery Henley. Yeah. There you go.
And then just to continue the conversation, those things, the Henleys, the FoxFibre Henleys and the Fleeced Foxfibre is going to come in with the batch of new releases next in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
In a few weeks.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we will be receiving Real Indigo blanket style. I forgot what we called it. Anyways, Real Indigo outside blanket line looking
blanket stripe.
Yeah,
Real Indigo blanket stripe.
Blanket stripe. So that one is coming in next week into our warehouse, so we can release that whole batch together. That's what we're planning on doing.
So for the tentatively scheduled September the 18th release, it will include this.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah. So Real Indigo dyed on the outside. Inside, it's got this nappy, blanket
stripe interior.
It's got some wool in it. I can't sometimes say
Uru.
in it, and it's really, really cozy. And obviously, because it's Real Indigo, it's going to fade, and it's going to be a beautiful piece over time as well.
Yeah, so this is coming very soon, And yeah, we're looking forward to having this. This is our first like denim like creation. It's certainly inspired by our all of our love for denim and all things jeans and indigo related. So we want to do something special for that audience. We certainly know we have fans who have come over from our Naked and Famous Denim Days work. So this is our sort of homage to our love for denim. Stephen Kopelkamp says, is the Indigo blanket line a Wonder Looper exclusive? It is not. This is going to be available for, it'll be on our website, of course, but our retail partners also are planning on receiving these. So they have orders for this. So we're basically just waiting for this to arrive in the warehouse, which will be next week. And then we'll be reaching out to our retail partners worldwide, letting them know that we've got the next batch of goods ready, and that we have a release date scheduled, and we'll coordinate with them. It's just at this point with the Americans, it's we got to see how things go there. So yeah, I want to talk about a little bit of another thing, because there are certainly going to be I would say that the way that we're just backtracking to tariff land again. Sorry, I know it's everyone's favorite topic, but a lot of different websites are going to handle these things in a lot of different ways, right? And so on our website right now for American customers, you're going to see that extra like duty tariff line, whatever, when you check out. And that is a percentage based off of the value of the order. So it's not just like a flat fee. I had somebody messaged me and said, the duty line price keeps going up the more I add to the cart. Like, what's going on? And it's like, yeah, it's because it's tied directly to how much you're ordering. So
it's a percentage.
Yeah.
It's like a sales tax.
Right. And so some retailers are going to put it as an extra line. Some retailers are going to build it into the price. So some retailers might not even know how to handle this at all. But there's a lot of learning going on. So, some retailers, like in Europe, for example, like when you go to the store, when you look at the price of something, it often includes the sales tax, right? So you just know what you're paying. In the West, we're very much used to, you go to the store, the camera is $599, and then you get to the counter and they're like, well, it's $685, and we're used to that. We know that there's going to be this sales tax added on. Europe, the sales tax is added in. So a lot of, I find, European retailers are saying, you know what, let's just put it into the price. And then that way there's no question later on. But it's not like some people might see that and think, they're not charging me. Well, they are. It's just it's built in. So you're going to start to see some discrepancies from like one website, from one country to another country, because different countries handle these things in a lot of different ways. So just know that, it's out there, and don't turn around to the European customer and say, oh, well, that website has it for $40 less. Well, they don't have it for $40 less. They have it anyhow. So, and then maybe sometimes those prices might be dynamic based off of like your geolocation.
Yeah.
Or so, if you're a European customer shopping in Europe, you're going to see a different price versus an American customer going to a European website versus, or going to a Japanese website. So these things, they're changing, and as the technology gets better, maybe things might be a little bit more transparent to some customers. But at the end of the day, we wanted to make it an extra line just so that everybody, you know what I mean? Like, we just want to break down that invoice for you, right? So you know what you're getting, right?
And the point, I think, to me, the biggest thing is that now we can tell if it's a stacked rate or not. So hopefully what we can figure out is down the line, they would reduce the rate that it calculates to the 15 or 16.5%, and then that's where it is. So if you're curious if you're being charged a stacked rate, then you just do the math. And you can figure it out.
Yeah. And if you're ever curious about like what the duty rate is for something, there is. But I have to say that this is like one of the things that I really love about ChatGPT is that you can just type it in the ChatGPT and it'll look it up for you. So you can just say, what is just for you guys to know, here's how you ask that question. What is the duty rate on, say, a particular item? So for example, a t-shirt, but you also have to indicate the composition. So a 100% cotton t-shirt made in Japan, imported into the USA, and then it'll tell you what the duty rate is on that, or USA or whatever country you are in. You can do that, and then it'll calculate that for you. Because back in the day, you'd have to go into like some website and would have literally thousands and thousands of pages, because every single commodity you could ever imagine has a tax code, has a tax rate, and so you'd have to look all this stuff up, and it was very not easy to find. I mean, you could find it, but it's not easy to find. Now you can just get the answer in 2 seconds, which I think is really nice.
Okay, I forgot to mention that we have gotten the Ultimate Pima t-shirts as well. So Ultimate Pima Tsuriyami t-shirts in black and white, they will be released at the same time as everything else we just talked about.
Yeah. I just back to duties, my favorite topic.
Oh my God.
I know. I also just want to mention that there is sometimes, and I've already gotten some messages for it. People are like, "Oh, well, this website says that they're paying the duties for us, or they're paying, like, this website's claiming that they're paying the duties." What they're doing is that they're paying the duties on your behalf. You're still paying for it. So maybe what they did is they increased their prices by 30 or 40% or whatever it is, and then they're just collecting it, and they're going to pay it on your behalf. They're not. Chances are, I mean, there might be some customers out there that absorb the cost, but these are not, I would say in our realm, it's probably not a cost that is going to be easily absorbed. So that's what's happening. So it's not, maybe there are, but I would say that usually it's just, the messaging isn't so clear as to say that they're paying it on your behalf, to just say that they're paying it for you. So it does mean a little bit of a different thing. And this is just another thing. Again, Bahzad rant day. If you love Bahzad rants, you're getting them today. These are the kinds of things that really affect like our level of businesses the most, because the way a lot of our businesses, small brands, independent brands working with independent retailers, the way we work is that, we have a brand, our company is based in whatever country we are in. If we're in Japan, we're in Europe, or wherever we are. We establish a relationship with a retailer in the United States, Canada, wherever it is, and we send to them. Right? And so when they receive the goods, they pay a tariff or a duty on the goods, or in the case that it might be duty free, depending on the trade agreements, they receive those goods. And, they price accordingly. If there's a duty that they have to pay, usually, that's built into the price, and, it's just a little bit hidden for you. But one of the things that, and the reason why it's going to hurt us the most is because we're the ones that you're really going to see those costs increase in like real action. When you're dealing with like some of these multinational type corporation brands, brands that have branches in every single country in the world, like literal offices. The reason why they have that is because they're not selling to retailers per se. They're selling to themselves, intercompany transfers. So if you have a big, say, jeans company, might be a big jeans company. They have an office in India, or wherever they're making their jeans. They have offices in America. So basically, the way they would sell, they would make the products in one country, and then they would sell it from company in India to company in America, right? And so even if there are increased tariffs, what do? How do they deal with that? Well, maybe the Indian company is going to make a little bit less money. They're going to charge less to the American company, same company, and then those goods get imported, and then you're not going to see these dramatic increases in costs, because basically what they're going to do is just going to shift money from one pocket to the other. The American company is then going to resell those products. Maybe they're even going to increase those prices a little bit because everybody else is increasing prices a little bit. They'll make a little bit more money. The Indian company might make, or their other international branch might make a little less money. So that's why in some ways you're not going to see it happen for some big companies, because they have a lot of ways to manage this kind of stuff, whereas on our end we're not operating like that. So it's really our level of businesses that you're really going to see this kind of thing.
But to that, like, I would say that you don't see it like just reactionary, but that company had to build a distribution center in in America, in somewhere, each country where they do that.
Right. But
So it's like, it's not, in when things like this happens, you might see the difference between how reactionary each brands are. Like, yes, we have to react each time because we're not ready for that. Whereas like they have been built in these things even before that, like there's other costs that they have to, built into the
well,
price.
right.
So
But the point is that they've got to live in a world where they didn't have to deal with these things so that they can get to that level. And now when they get to that level, when these regulations come in, they're really not there to like, hurt them. It's really there it's really there to make sure that eventually they don't have competition, because the people below them who have to deal with all of these sort of pressures, they're all there to just keep us down so that, hey, we're not going to be able to get up to that level, because the way they got up to that level was without all of this stuff happening. And with all this stuff even happening, they've got their ways to get around it. Us, on the other hand, we have to deal with all those things. So it's really just another win for the big guy. And, the little guys just have to keep fighting and doing our best, which, we're going to continue to do. Of course, we're not going to, this is not going to stop us. There's certainly a lot of things happening, and things happen all the time. But, it's this constant, like, protect the big guy from the little guy that, it just drives me nuts. Anyhow, you guys certainly feel it because I've been ranting about it nonstop. But I got to get it off my chest. So I'll try to keep it down. Unless you really like it. If you really like it, or if you don't like it, either way, hit the like button, everybody, because it brings more people to the Wonder Looper world. Anyhow, Reese has already heard me rant about this stuff for like weeks, so I'm just bored of it by now. So, yeah. Right? Right.
Well, I mean, I'm not bored about it. It does affect me too. It's not just affecting you, but this is a well covered topic on this live stream, I feel. There's a bunch of questions about Ultimate Pima new colors, and the new colors that we showed off, maybe last week, I don't remember, Ecru and Khaki green. They will not be available this time around. That we were just showing off the spring summer samples, so they will be available in spring summer. This season we're just releasing the white and black, so basically like restocks of those colors.
Yeah.
But
so more colors coming soon, but those are spring previews, so those are going to be coming next spring.
Yes. So I mean, like everything that is coming out this fall winter this year, except for the black Fleeced Foxfibre that's coming out later on, everything is available to be seen on the website. So if it's not there on the website, then that means that we were just talking about the future, as in spring summer 26 or later on.
Yeah. Also, I was about to say something. There is some small updates as for like the rest of the collection. So we do have an idea of when the rest of everything is coming in. So Cashmere Henley, we're probably looking at like an October release now.
Well, we're getting it in October, so it might actually be pushed to November.
Okay, and then Double Heavyweight French Terry.
Double Heavyweight French Terry is a whole thing that I just learned like a couple of days ago, that there was I guess there was a production issue on the fabric, and so we don't have enough fabrics to make the units that we were planning to make, so we're trying to get that sorted out, because it's not just like a little bit less short, it's a lot of bit short. So we'll with that said, like, we don't want to be super short, but at the same time we also don't want to be releasing it in December, right? Like, so we're trying to see the balance and figure out what to do, I guess. But the best case scenario, I think that the Double Heavyweight French Terry release will be end of October, I would say.
Okay,
so it's a little bit like a late release, but you know, at the same time, you know, you still have a long season of wearing heavyweight sweatshirts left at that point. So hopefully it doesn't affect you guys too much. I think the so the Cashmere Henley, Cashmere Henley and double heavyweight French Terry in both the regular colored ones and also the FoxFibre ones. We're gonna get updates and we'll see if like all of it gets released at the same time, or maybe we spread it out a little bit. But that's a clump that we're gonna deal with. I think the triple heavyweight t-shirts are also gonna be in that clump.
Right.
So triple heavyweight t-shirts in black and white, they will also be coming out this fall, but like later on in the fall.
Yeah. So,
Maybe close with the like, you know, the black Fleeced Foxfibre kind of things.
right. And you said the word clump. Do your best Michael Clump impression. I say.
I blacked
You
out.
can't do it. There you go. So we are. Oh, I got a leg cramp. Oh, it really hurts my leg. I just moved a little bit. My leg is in massive pain right now. I said clump. I did a bad Michael Clump impression, and it paid me back. Okay. There are. I lost my train of thought again. Pain. It does that to you.
And navy is in the fall. Like we talk about the future way too much. I think we really, you guys need to know that whenever we're excited about the new things, like oftentimes that's because we just got a sample, and the time we get a sample is like, you know, a season, at least 6 months into the future.
Yeah,
so.
Right. Just anyhow, I know it can get confusing.
Yeah,
we do show off a lot
confusing,
of stuff, but
yeah. So Ikura and Kage
Yeah.
is coming next spring, and then Navy in the fall.
yeah. So with the so basically the way the schedule is sort of looking right now is that we'll have a mid-September release for goods, and that's going to include Fleeced Foxfibre, a real indigo blanket stripe French terry, ultimate Pima Suriyami t-shirts, and iron and FoxFibre waffle Henleys in 3 colors. So there's 4 items coming mid-September. That's going to be the next release, and then the one after that will include triple heavyweight t-shirts, double heavyweight French terry, all colors, FoxFibre, double heavyweight French terry, and Cashmere Henley, and that'll be closer to the end of October, possibly early November. We'll see. But I will say that somebody mentioned that they're thankful that we're spreading it out a little bit. Yeah, if you are buying a lot of our stuff, at least if we spread it out a little bit, it might give your credit card a little bit of a break in between.
It might give us our backs a little bit of a break too.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
true.
not excited about this double heavyweight delivery because it's
Let me
Okay.
just move these racks out of the way so people can understand.
this is nothing. This was like maybe like a this week we may have received like 100 boxes,
120 maybe.
something like that. And this is nothing because the double heavyweight boxes are way heavier than
Yeah.
the boxes of Fleeced Foxfibre.
Yeah.
Even though like there's, you know, at least 12
Yeah.
Fleeced Foxfibre in each box. The double heavyweights, like the hoodies, only 8 fits in one box.
Yeah, so one of those cartons you might get 8 sweatshirts, and then there's hundreds of sweatshirts coming. So like
Like thousands.
we're very much packed to the brim. Some of the bays might be a little bit empty, but every one of these boxes is filled with product, top to bottom, and it goes all the way to the back of the warehouse. So with the double heavyweight sweatshirts coming in, like the inventory is gonna pack up like all the way to here. Like it's gonna be a lot of stuff. And mind you, like half of those goods are going out to our retail partners. It's just we have to get it all in, and then we have to pack it up and then get it all out. Anyhow, we've
2
done it
years
before.
ago?
We've
Yeah.
done it before.
2
Yeah.
years ago, we were doing it at our home.
In our home.
Our home, and that was the first time I had to go to guess chiropractor or something.
Right.
Because it was just too heavy for my shoulders. I was carrying things like way too much. So I went to the chiropractor, did a few sessions. That's fine. And then like the next year we were in this tiny apartment that we rented around the corner from us. And there, like during that time, the double heavyweight times that I also like did the thing. I didn't go to a chiropractor, but I had to do like a bunch of stretches. And I'm fully expecting that to happen. I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But
or earlier, like a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, maybe a little more, but man, my back went out completely. Like I was on my back for like 3 days. Like
that was not a shipping accident.
Dude, I think I tried to pick up Snowy.
Yeah.
I tried, and I went down to pick him up, and I bent over, and my back, it just went like crack, done. Like I was just like,
Yeah,
uh-oh,
I'm afraid of that.
something bad just happened, and I just couldn't move. Like for at least the first 48 hours, I was just on my back. I just had to, and then like the third day, I could start walking again a little bit, but I got to be careful. I definitely have to be careful.
We're at this age group now that like if we push ourselves too hard, our body is not going to like it.
My body doesn't match my spirit. I'll say that. Somebody's asking what is going. Carl says, "Will you have the fall color sweaters available in store in September?" The fleeced Foxfibre, yes, but not the double heavyweight. So if you come in September? Depends when you come in September, and even I think, look, every time we have a release, I say I don't think we're going to sell out. It's very possible we're going to sell out, but if you come before the release, you will have access to everything. So Ultimate Pima Suriyami t-shirts, black and white, Foxfibre, Fleeced Foxfibre sweatshirts in oatmeal, heather gray, and charcoal. You're going to see the Iron Mordant Henley. You're going to see the Fox 70 Henley. You're going to see the Fox 15 Henley. All the double heavyweight t-shirts are in stock. There might be a few sizes that are low or sold out, but generally speaking, that's all here. And there's like a dozen of these left. Like there's not many of these left. So that's what you can expect to see when you come and visit. Now, if anything arrives early or unexpectedly, you're gonna have access to it. Anything we have, you can shop. Yeah. So come to Japan. Come to Japan, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Raven says, "This is why you always lift with your legs." It's true.
I've been trying, but it's so hard. I think I need to get one of those back braces.
Yeah.
I think that would help.
Yeah, I definitely do that now. I'm just like,
I try, but sometimes it's hard to do.
It's hard to do, but I do it because I'm afraid my back is gonna, again. Nebraska. I think every time I'm going to say it differently. I say that every time also. Welcome to the age group where your body lets you know. My body definitely lets me know. Sometimes I'm just afraid to go to sleep. Just like you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh God, what the heck happened? I just slept. I didn't do anything.
Like in Japanese companies, traditionally, especially like in manufacturing or like construction and stuff like that, like where you have to use your body. I only know this because like I worked for Big John, which is like a manufacturing company. So like there they started with, even though I worked out of a Tokyo office, which is just tiny office with desks, we have to do this like
radio taiso.
Yeah, radio taiso, which is it's not a stretch. It just like moves your body for like it comes with the music. I don't know where this came from, but it's the same, like across the country. This is what you do. The same music, the same routine.
Yeah, and everybody just like stretches and does their morning, get ready for work.
Not my school, but I think a lot of school also starts off with this, like for children, like you start off with this taiso. I don't know what taiso is. It's like an exercise. It's a routine. And I think maybe we need to start implementing that here. We have room.
Right. We'll start our morning stretches here in the office Japanese style.
Mm-hmm.
BD said, last summer I had a really bad episode with my back. I feel ya. It hurt and it would seize randomly. Yeah, that's exactly what I had. I had some friends say like, yeah, you're just at that age where that happens.
Yeah, there's a name for it in Japanese.
Yeah.
It's just like it's so common that everybody gets it.
Oh, nobody told me. Nobody told me. I thought I was invincible. I still am. Don't worry. Stephen Kopelkamp says, Peter Griffin says to lift with your back in a swift, jerky motion. Well, I
feel like swift, jerky motion is not good.
It's a joke. Oh. Peter Griffin, that's Family Guy. Family Guy. Junior says, morning DDP yoga. You got to do the Diamond Dallas Page yoga. DDP. He had a little scare the other day. Just for my wrestling fans out there, I saw online he was in the hospital, and it's just like, oh, come on, another, like, please, not another one. Just we need you, DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, famous WCW World Champion. I love DDP. That was great era of wrestling. We'll have to rewatch it together.
But I mean, it's just the age group, right? Like the height of wrestling, like all those wrestlers.
They're getting to that age.
Yeah,
it's tough.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do we have? We covered. I think we covered tariffs, right? A little bit.
Just enough,
just a bit, just enough.
Yeah,
okay.
Really
My disdain for them and gouvernement. We got some, not too many previews, but we definitely let you guys know what's a coming. So maybe anything else? How to visit us here in Yokohama? We did that. So I don't think we forgot anything. I think we got it covered. So that means we've got one last thing to do, and you guys all know what that is. And that's to hit the like button. Everybody, hit that like button because we're going into what we do after that, which is snack time. Great transition, by the way. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one. So we've got an interesting group of snacks today, and we're going to let you guys, the audience, tell us what you want us to try. So we have, let's add some options here. We've got...
okay, spicy snack. This is a mala spice. This is a Chinese, like a numbing spice flavor. We've done a lot of snack in this series. It's the same series, but it looks like the spice level here
is off the charts.
I think I've never seen this many.
Yeah, and with 3 lightnings. So
this is like the numbing degree.
So you got numbing and spice. It is guaranteed uncomfortable. Or your money back. You might have heard that line before.
Okay.
Although I don't think there's a money back guarantee on this.
Okay, so that's one. And this one is the ramen snacks.
You know when you were a kid and you take a pack of ramen and crush it up and put the salt in and just eat the ramen? I don't know if you guys ever did that, but I definitely did. This is that. And so you've got the little ramen.
They make it so it's not like it doesn't go everywhere. So they make it into like this like flat like
wavy thing.
Things, but it's basically that, but with maple syrup
flavor. Pancake flavor sort of situation here. So that's weird. Have you ever had a maple syrup flavored ramen snack? I know I haven't. And then we've got another. This is very unique candy.
Yeah. So that what was it called? Kororo or something like that. That looked like it's a gummy that looks like a grape, and it does have a skin that is basically like a grape, and it's just it comes in different flavors, not just grapes, but they were very famous here. And I found like a elevated version of this where you can peel the skin part, so it's really like a grape. You can and just squeeze it out and just eat the inside, or you can just eat it like with the skin, just like grapes. You can peel it if you want to. You don't have to peel it. I think that's very interesting.
So we've got peeled grape skin grape candy that you can peel and enjoy, or just eat it as is. We've got the mind-numbing pain of Chinese mullah spice here in these little ringolo type potato snacks, and maple syrup flavored ramen dried ramen. So it's a weird batch of things here. We've got pain, we've got weird, we've got it all, and we're gonna taste one of these things here today. We've got the poll going on right now. The poll is open for you in the chat. Hit the button. Let us know what you want us to try, and we will get there. When it hit, we're at 22 votes right now. When we hit 30 votes, we will declare that one the winner. So it's going to be open for just a few more, maybe a second or two, a minute or two here, and we'll see where it goes. Right now, peeled grapes is in the lead at 36%, but the Chinese chips, Chinese spice, trying to catch up. The Chinese chips, Chinese spice.
It's such a small number, like in the poll, that like your next vote is going to.
It's a virtual tie right now, but the grapes are ahead, just ahead a little bit. We've got the 2 more votes that are going to make. We got 1 more vote that's going to make it, but I think we've already have our winner here. The grapes have pulled ahead at 38%. I think even 1 more vote is not going to make a difference, but we're still going to get to 30 just to see what the final result is, because Chinese spice and maple ramen chips are both tied at 31%. We got to see who's second place. We got 30. We've got 30. And we're going to end the poll right there. Chinese spice was number two, but peeled grapes win at 36%. So we're going to try these peeled grape snacky snacks.
Yes. All right. So there was like another flavor. I forgot what it was, but I just went with a classic grape flavor because it's
grape.
It's grape. Oh, I smell it. Interesting. Oh, smells like grape juice.
It smells like Welch's. Like, okay, now this is interesting. I don't see exactly how you're going to peel it.
I thought this was bigger than this, honestly.
So let's look at that. It looks very much like a grape. I mean, it has the little belly button there. So it's grape-like. Let's see if we can get this peeled. How do you peel this thing? I feel like there's no way to peel it. Like, right? It's all one thing, right? There's no peeling here.
Oh,
they lied to me. You got it?
I think I got it. See?
Why would you ever do this?
I don't know.
It's a lot of work.
This is a lot of touching of food.
Oh, okay, I get it.
You got it?
Yeah.
I think I screwed up, actually.
Well, I see it because it actually peels kind of like... Okay, hold on. Let me see if I get a good shot of it.
Here, I can see...
You can see it does come off. And like you can see that there is this circular sort of bit. Let's see if you can see it.
I feel like
right? It is layered, right?
I feel like it's like the same thing, though.
But a grape's peel obviously comes off a lot more naturally. But
and the skin is very thick, no?
You can see that it does actually peel off, and then inside you have another circular jelly candy. You're absolutely right. There's way too much touching here.
Yeah,
I would
you need
never
to really wash your hands before.
So you can see it does come off, and so you have the grape skin. You got the grape interior.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna.
Anyhow, my hands are filthy, but
the inside. It's very soft.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ate the outside. Outside is more...
The outside is more gummy.
Mm-hmm. The inside was like soft.
Yeah.
Like grapes, I guess.
Yeah.
This is not... Okay, I'm gonna say this. The taste is fine. But
taste is fine.
The Kororo or something, the original version of this is way more grape-like than this one. Because this one, I think it was just like, because you wanted to say that you can peel it, that they kind of like sacrifice the quality of the candy.
Maybe. Yeah. The other ones, when you eat it, you can taste that there's sort of this 2-layer sort of situation going on. And with this one, let's just eat one on its own. I'm sure you're going to be able to feel that as well.
Yeah. But that one is so thin.
You definitely feel this. Like when you bite it, like the outside is hard and then the inside is soft. So you feel like there's this...
But the skin is way too thick. Mm-hmm. The other one is like really like the thin skin of the fruit.
Right. We've got the missing patient says you can peel grapes. Okay, let me just tell you something. In Japan, they peel grapes.
Well, certain grapes.
Certain grapes are for peeling, and like I've eaten those ones without peeling, and people look at me and like they're like, "What are you, a savage?" And I'm just like, "What do you mean? Why would you peel grapes?" I'm just
Well, like certain grapes have a very like a thicker skin,
yeah.
so that you should and like a little bit bitter in the skin, like
Yeah.
tanning. So you don't want to eat the whole thing. That you want to eat the inside that's delicious. But we also do have this the grapes like you have in America, where like you don't have to peel it. It just it goes in, and then the apples.
yeah.
Apple skin we also peel, like most people
like
peel.
I will eat it anyway, but like I will just eat an apple, no problem. And they're just like, again, savage. Like what the heck is going on here?
Like a monkey.
Yeah. Like it's like, what are you doing? Like that is not what you're supposed to do.
Apple, I think it's a very much more obvious because grape, it's different kinds of grapes. So
And they're
like,
small, it's a lot of work.
But apples, it's just like, even if like when I moved to America, like eventually I started eating apples as is. It's just like, bite into it. But in the beginning, I was peeling all my apples. And I just realized that it's so much like time wasted in my life. And I don't mind the skin.
Yeah. The more says muscadine. Here I think they just call them muscat. Grapes, skins are tough. Best peeled before eating. You're not wrong. They definitely taste better when they're peeled. But you can eat them as is. It's also like the other day, like it's like peach season right now, and we just got a bunch of like really giant, enormous peaches. And yesterday, Risa was peeling the peach, just like peach skin is like this thin, like, and so like you had it in the water and softened the skin, and then you peeled it off very carefully. And I definitely appreciate that. But like in my life, other than like living here, I've never ever considered peeling a peach's skin before eating it.
But it's a different kind of peaches though. Like it's not the peach that you would eat in like you would have in supermarkets in America, because people are not peeling it. They don't make peaches like that they make here, where it's really fuzzy. Like you don't want to eat that.
But I eat fuzzy peaches all the time.
It's really fuzzy though. It's like a thick skin with like a lot of fuzz. Like I eat peaches in North America that's not peeled, yes, but it's different. I feel like assumption is that you peel it.
Anyhow, they're very serious about their fruit here in Japan, and enjoying delicious fruit is definitely, considered more of a it's more of a dessert, like very like highly regarded than like in the West. Sometimes we just like fruit's very casual. You just eat it on the go. It's just
So VD just said, I saw a dude at work just devour a kiwi, fuzzy skin on.
That's
insane.
animal life.
That person is an animal.
Yeah.
That is.
If you ate a kiwi with the skin, your stomach has just your stomach hates you. That's gotta be. It's scratchy. That's like sandpaper.
Very fuzzy.
No, you can't do that. Oh, that's tough. Like even eating the kiwi burns my tongue.
Well, that's because you're allergic to it.
I power through, but the thought of eating the peel of a kiwi, that is crazy.
That is.
Sebastian says, LMAO, ate a whole lemon once. Look, eating citrus skin, certainly like we eat marmalade and things like that. I've eaten a lot of citrus skin in my life.
True.
Eating it raw like that, I'm sure I could do it. Definitely not what I would want to do. Sometimes I would eat the apple and I would eat everything except the stem, just to like weird people out a little bit. I just eat the whole thing. And they're like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, see you later. But yeah, it's not a habit. I prefer not to eat the core.
Nobody eats banana skin.
Yeah. I don't even think the monkeys eat the banana skin.
No, they certainly do not.
Yeah, I was never the same after the kiwi incident.
Yeah, like I don't know how to talk to this person anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I would be afraid of them. If they're willing to do that, who knows what they're capable of.
Yes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Michael says, I just found out my brother eats kiwis with the skin peel. Couldn't look away.
And your brother that grew up in the same house as you? That's weird. That's insane.
I got through it. It wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. The drinks helped. Yeah, eating a lemon. Look, eat a slice of lemon. Eat the thing. You could do it fine.
Yeah.
But I would say that like it's just bitter and not like palatable. But a kiwi skin is actually tough. You know what I mean?
It's not like even fuzzy.
Yeah.
It's like yes, it's fuzzy, but
Yeah.
it's like
It's prickly.
coarse.
Yeah. Yeah. Andrew says, my wife ate persimmon with the skin and I gave her a stern talking. I've eaten persimmon skin before.
I can see that.
I've eaten them raw and like.
I can see that. That's not. It's probably better if you peel it, but yeah, that's not so bad.
Yeah. Ooh, kiwi. That's a tough one. There you go. Yeah. The Raven says, sorry if it was already mentioned, but I love Bahzad's watch. Well, thank you very much. It's the latest Kurono Tokyo watch. I got that one a couple of weeks ago. Very, very cool watch, I think. Thank you very much. Yeah, Michael says, yeah, we didn't grow up having kiwi fruit available, a late age thing, or maybe he picked it up in Australia.
In Australia, they made it with this too.
Yeah. Yeah. Hex says, is that the Kurono Jubilee? I think that's the one. Maybe. There is one out right now that they're doing pre-orders for, but this is the one that was just previous to that. So that's the one.
Okay, this is the last kiwi comment.
Okay.
But like the missing patient says, eating kiwi without peeling is like eating a tarantula.
Yeah.
Tarantula.
Yes. I wouldn't eat a tarantula.
I agree with you.
Oh,
yes, that's a very good comparison.
By the way, if you ever do want to eat a tarantula,
No.
not that I know you don't, but if you go to Don Quixote here in Japan, they have dried bugs that you can buy. And like mostly, like they have this whole section of like cruel, like there's a lot of drinking games in Japan, and like they'll have like, here's the spicy one, or here's like the really sour one, like and they'll have like candies or snacks or something that you have to eat that's gross. They always have, there's sometimes party games, they have that kind of culture. But near those things, they also have the bugs, where it's just like, and then like they have one, and I've seen it, and they have like a tarantula, and it's like in a pack like this, and it's like $30. And I'm like, there's just,
Is it actually tarantula?
I think it is.
Isn't it like venomous?
I don't think that it would kill you or anything. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not going to find out. But they have like little bugs, and then they have the monster bug.
But remember when like people were talking about, oh, you can get like protein from bugs, and without killing the animals or whatever. And it's just like, if you like, I understand that, and during the wartime and whatnot, people ate that, and in the jungle people eat that. But I live in the world.
Yeah,
where they
I'm not going.
refrigerated meat. Like I do not.
I'm not going for it unless it's
I also don't need protein that much.
Yeah.
I'm not starving.
I'll eat beans. I had a scorpion shot a few times. Not quite tarantula, but tiny scorpions. Yeah. Junior says it's not venomous to eat. Anyhow, not for me. But if you are, when you do come to Japan, because I know every one of you here is going to, if you want to have a weird party game trick, you can go to Don Quixote and get yourself some weird bugs to spook your friends with. I've seen videos of people eating arachnids, snakes, and other bizarre creatures in Japan. Have you ever been to a place like that? No.
What is arachnids?
Arachnids are spiders.
Oh.
Yeah. I've never heard of anything like that.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. There are like a lot of places that like specialize in like weird food, like what do you call this? Like not frogs, but like iguanas and
like lizards and things like that.
Yeah.
I've never been to I would look. Japan's a big country, a lot of people. I would not be surprised if things like that exist. It's certainly not even close to mainstream. Yeah, it's a big country. There's a lot of, and it's a big country. A lot of weird things go on here. I'm not privy to all the weird things that happen.
And I will not eat a bug,
no.
even for snacks time. I would not.
But one thing that you can try that it might freak out your friends is that there are raw chicken restaurants, like chicken sashimi. And you can do there's beef sashimi, there's chicken sashimi. You can try those things, and like I've had it, and I'm alive. But like my Western friends are just like, you should be dead. Like that is gonna kill you. But no, I've had raw chicken sashimi before. You can get horse here also. Like horse you can get also in Europe, but in America it's banned. So if you ever want to try horse, you can also try that here.
And also here, I think if you have a horse on the menu, it's often raw. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
raw.
think I have.
I've never had cooked horse before.
Yeah, it's usually raw.
Yeah. So they do it like with egg, like it's like a tartare sort of deal.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wonder why.
there's some things on the menu here that you can certainly try. Like weird exotic fish, just like weird fishes that you might have never seen. So they're here. They got them. But yeah, if you're not like, I think if you're traveling to Japan if you're curious about interesting foods or different foods, you can certainly do that here. That's the thing about Japan. You can do a lot of things here, which depends on the different kinds of interests that you have. Sebastian said they do have bear up north. This is true.
I recently found that out.
One time we were at a store that had canned bear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so they had all kinds of weird canned food. And one of the canned foods that they had was bear meat. And I'm not interested in having bear meat.
It just doesn't sound delicious.
Yeah.
The same thing with like, I've tried boar.
Yeah.
Like wild boar.
Right.
And it's just not good. Like, I don't know why people would eat it.
Yeah. I mean, here, it's not like people are dying to have bear or anything like that. It's just like, I think that the fact that to be fair, like this year, like the bears have they've been killing people. Like, there's not a lot of hunting in Japan. And so a lot of the wild animals, I know this is like Wonder Looper live stream extra.
After.
Yeah, after. But there's a lot of wild animals here. And because you can hunt in this country, but there's not a lot of hunters. And so sometimes the populations of wild boars and bears and things like that get like really out of control. And like this year, like up north, like bears have been killing people. And so usually what happens is like, because even the police can't handle it. So they have to call like some bear specialist to come in and like hunt the bear and like, make sure that they're not too close to like the people. And I guess when they do that, they try to use the meat and everything. So like that's where that stuff comes from. It's not like there's some like giant demand for bear meat or anything like that.
Bears are farmed.
Yeah. No, it's just because there is hunting, legal hunting that happens. It doesn't, not a lot of it, but they do try to at least, if they're going to do it, they try to, use everything. So
yeah,
that's where that comes from. BD says, I've had plenty of moose meat back home. It was good. Yeah, in Canada, you can get moose, you can get deer, deer's in North America, it's not uncommon. It's just, it's not also,
deer you can get here too.
Right. There's a lot of deer here also in Japan. There's that one island where the deer are really cute and they bow to you.
It's Nara.
Sorry, Nara. Not an island, but also the wild deer are not as cute as Bambi. They're kind of weird looking. They're not so cute here. The missing patient says apparently bear is tough and doesn't taste that good at all.
Yeah,
too much fat and muscle. I live in bear country, northern BC. Canada. Yeah.
It just doesn't sound appealing to me for some reason.
Look, if you're, if that's your culture or whatever, like I understand, but
here up north they eat like sheep, lamb.
Oh,
sheep.
Yeah.
Not lamb, but like actual sheep. I think.
Is it? Okay.
No, like not like lamb, like
grown up sheep.
Yeah, grown up sheep.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. It's like that's. I mean, here are like a bunch of restaurants like that here, but like I think Hokkaido is known for that.
Yeah,
they have a lot of sheep.
Right. Junior says the military doesn't kill them. The bears? No, I don't think they're sending the military out to kill the bears.
Well, they're usually like in the middle of nowhere, like the countryside.
Yeah.
Like the mountains. There's a lot of middle of nowhere in Japan that like it's far away from everything, like military base and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the bears have been roaming, and so it's always on the news. Somebody attacked by a bear. Like there's some bears with like some like kill counts, like.
Yes, they DNA test it so that they know like specifically if that bear is the serial bear that they're trying to hunt for, a long time, or it's a different bear,
Yeah.
like a new kind of bear.
They have a wanted list. Like the bears are they're out there. Anyhow, everybody,
I like this Wonderloop after hours
calm
thing.
down session. Everybody, it's been a lot of fun. We had a great time. I hope you enjoyed all my rants. Don't worry, I'll be back with some more next week. And we'll have some more previews. We'll talk about some more releases. We'll probably have the release for the next batch of everything dialed in by then. Hopefully we'll have some answers in terms of shipping and duties and all that good stuff. That's it, everybody. We'll be back again. Have a good weekend. Do something nice for yourselves and
somebody else.
That's it.
Sorry, it's
okay.
I gotta nail this.
It's okay.
Next week.
Yeah,
I'll
next
be
week.
ready.
We'll do it. All right, 2.5 hour stream. What an end to a week. Not quite 2.5 hours, but we're definitely getting close. Everybody, thank you so much for everything. We'll see you guys again